Hello students, in this video we will learn your chapter 4, what is thermal energy and heat. We know that heat from the sun warms the earth. Heat is produced when things burn. Now to understand heat, what is heat, we must know first what is thermal energy. Before understanding what is heat, we have to know what is thermal energy. So matter, everything you see around you is made up of matter, is basically a matter, and matter is made up of small particles, and those small particles are called molecules. Your book, your desk, even your uh, your water bottle, even your foods, everything is made up of small particles called molecules. Now you have different type of matter. You have air, water, food, wood, metal. Now these all things are made up of molecules, but these molecules are different type of molecules. The molecules that makes air are different than the molecules that make air. Then similarly, the molecules that make metal are different from the molecules that make food, but they have the molecules of anything. Even though they are different, molecules of anything have one similar property, as a thing in common, which is they all vibrate or move. No matter what type of molecule it is, they all vibrate or move constantly. মানে সিহঁতে এটা মুভমেন্টত থাকে, ভাইব্ৰেট কৰি থাকে. Now the molecules vibrate or move because they have energy. তো আমি কি পালো ফাৰ্ষ্টৰ পৰা? Any type of matter are made up of small particles called molecules, and those molecules vibrates or moves. Now they vibrate because they have energy. Now thermal energy is the sum of energy possessed by all the molecules in motion is called thermal energy. I will give you one example. Consider a jar of candies. You go to a shop, you see a jar filled with candies. Now consider the candies inside the jar as molecules of the jar. Consider the candies inside the jar are the molecules of the jar. Now each of those candies have their own energy and they are in motion. They are vibrating. Now if we add all the energy of these candies, energy of this candy plus energy of this candy plus energy of this, like that, if we add all the energies of these candies, then we will get the thermal energy of this jar of candies. One more example, you have a glass of water. So if you want to say what is the thermal energy of that glass of water, the thermal energy of that glass of water will be the sum of all the energies, sum of energies of all the water molecules inside the glass. So this is thermal energy. Then next we will see temperature. So temperature tells us how hot or cold a substance is. Thermal energy is the total energy possessed by a substance. But temperature tells us how hot or cold a substance is. How much hot or cold a substance is. Now, if a substance, consider water. If a glass of water has more temperature, then the water molecules will move faster. If they have less temperature, they will move slowly. There are two glass of water. Here the temperature is 35 degrees centigrade. Here it is 90 degrees centigrade. So which water molecule will move faster? This one, because the temperature is high here. So if the temperature is high, the molecules will move faster. If the temperature is low, the molecules will move slower. Now consider this case. In bowl A, there are two bowls. In bowl A, there are more water. In bowl B, there are less water. Less water means there will be less water molecules. More water means there will be more water molecules. And the temperature of both that bowls are same, 30 degree centigrade. Now, which of this bowl will have more thermal energy? See, the temperatures are same, but in bowl A, the amount of water is more compared to bowl B. Since thermal energy is the sum of all the water molecule energies, sum of all the energy, কি আছিলে যিমান molecules থাকে গোটেই molecules বিলাকৰ energy খিনি আমি plus কৰি দিলে আমি thermal energy পাওঁ. Since it has more molecules compared to it, so bowl A will have more thermal energy. You got it? Thermal energy কি আছিলে? Thermal energy is the sum of molecules. Thermal energy, sum of the thermal energy, thermal energy is the sum of energies present in all the molecules. Since this bowl has more molecules, so the thermal energy of bowl A will be more compared to bowl B. As you have learned what is thermal energy and the temperature, now we will see what is heat. You can say heat is the flow of thermal. Heat is the flow of thermal energy. When thermal energy flows from one object to another, we can say it as heat transfer. See, water always flows from higher region to lower level, no? Water সদায় ওপৰৰ পৰা তললৈ পৰে, no? Similarly, thermal energy, flow of thermal energy or heat always travels from higher temperature to lower temperature. I will give you one example. There are two glasses. In this glass there is there is hot water. hot water. In this glass there is hot water. Now if you place it outside or keep it in your room, the hot water which temperature is high temperature, the surrounding air which temperature is low, so heat will transfer from here to the surroundings because the surroundings have less temperature, and the water inside the glass will become cold. মানে এই roomটোৰ temperature লগত একে হৈ যাব. You can do this experiment at home, or you have already seen it in your daily life. Similarly, if you take another glass and put cold water here, the water that you taken from refrigerator, cold water, if you place it in your room, then after some time the water inside the glass will become warm. The not that boiling warm, as warm as the room temperature, because in this case the water inside this glass has low temperature, very low, কাৰণ আমি ফ্ৰিজৰ পৰা উলিয়াই পানীখিনি থৈছিলোঁ, and the surrounding temperature, the temperature of your room is normal. মানে in this case this temperature is low but the surrounding temperature is high, so heat will transfer from the room, the air, to the glass water. So ultimately after some time the water will become warmer. Got it? So heat always transfers from high temperature to low temperature. This is the property of heat, and heat is the flow of thermal energy. Now how heat is transferred, how heat transfer occurs, there are three ways. There are three ways by which heat can transfer. The first one is conduction, second one is convection, and third one is radiation. So first see conduction. Conduction occurs when two objects at different temperatures are in contact with each other. For example, when a metal rod which is in normal temperature is placed in a fire, the heat from the fire will flow to the metal rod. Now how the conduction of heat occur? For this we will see this picture. Now see, consider this is a metal rod. The metal rod is a solid, no, a solid hoy, and in solid the molecules are closely packed. মানে molecules bilak থুপ খাই থাকে, এটা solidত molecules bilak পুৰা থুপ খাই থাকে এনেকে. Now consider this part of the metal rod is in contact with fire. এই molecules খিনি ধৰি লোৱা ফায়াৰৰ একে লগতে লাগি আছে, ফায়াৰৰ লগত কন্টেক্ট হৈ আছে. Now due to heat transfer, we know heat transfers from high temperature to low temperature. Here when the molecules of this side of the rod came in contact with fire, it became hot, and the molecules gained more thermal energy, and then they begin to vibrate faster. Vibrate hobo dhorile. As they are vibrating, they collide with this next molecules. কাহতে থকা molecules খিনিৰ লগত খুন্দা মাৰিলে, collide হ'ল. When they collide, they transfer some thermal energy to these molecules. When they transfer the thermal energy to these molecules, they also gain some movement, and they start vibrating faster again. Then when they vibrate, they also transfer the thermal energy to these molecules, and then they also starts vibrating. And this way the heat transfers from here to here. গোটেইখিনিলৈকে হিটখিনি তোমাৰ flow হৈ গ'ল, মানে spread হৈ গ'ল. And this is the conduction of heat. This is the first way heat transfer. And in this method, in this way, both the substances had to be in contact. ইটো সিটোৰ লগত লাগি থাকিব লাগিব. And this is conduction. So in this video we have learned thermal energy, temperature, heat, then how heat is transferred. There are three ways: conduction, convection, and radiation, and we have discussed the first way is conduction. So I hope you have understood so far. See you in part 2.